Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you.
Hai Naam Sankirtan ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai God Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Thank you, Chanda Mataji. But still Prabhu hasn't joined. So someone else would like to do Kirtan. And once you will see that Prabhu has joined, he's Achyut Gopal Prabhu, his grace Achyut Gopal Prabhu, then you can stop. Someone else would like to sing?
Mataji, I am doing, but I'll not be able to know when Prabhuji has joined. So you'll have to stop me. Is it okay?
Okay, Prabhu, fine. I don't like it, but I'll do it. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu has joined. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Ashish, Prabhu. Hari Bol.
Yeah, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. I've
Hare
stopped.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was very nice. We would love to hear your kirtans, Prabhu. Hari Bol. Yeah. So Hare Krishna to everyone. Pranams. So today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Achyut Gopal Prabhu with us. I'll give a brief introduction about Prabhu, and then Prabhu will start his class. So Prabhu was born in the holy town of Kanchipuram in a very spiritual family, Sri Vaishnav family. Prabhu has completed his B, worked as a lecturer in one of the Goa college, government college of arts and science in Goa for a few years before he decided to join ISKCON as a monk. And in 2006, Prabhu has joined ISKCON. Since then, Prabhu has actively been a part of ISKCON Goa, right from its early stage, beginning till now, when all across Goa, there are so many centers, ISKCON centers. Prabhu has pioneered some of very successful programs also. Some of these programs are Gita Champion League. This program is basically an initiative to connect the school children to the wisdom of Gita through a medium of a fun contest. So there are around 12,000 children from all across Goa, around 120 schools, where Prabhu has introduced this program and children have been benefited. And then there is a Children's Sunday School, which is a weekly Sunday program for urban school children to inculcate the values, the wisdom, and the culture in them. So right now, there is a Wing of Children program in most of the major cities of Goa. Youth preaching also, Prabhu is doing youth preaching actively, the principles of Bhagavad Gita. He's teaching it to the students of all the colleges like BITS Pilani, GC, GMC. So Prabhu is doing that also very actively. And presently, right now, Prabhu is the general manager of ISKCON Panjim. And he's overseeing the preaching activities of Panjim and the areas around Panjim. So there are two books which Prabhu has written. The name of these two books are Happiness Revolution through Consciousness Evolution. And the other book is Japa Meditations, the book which all of us should actually read. So it contains short thematic sutras for reflection and contemplation. Prabhu loved to read scriptures. He's applying it in his life also and presenting it in a very systematic and scientific way to make it very easy for general mass of the people. So right now, actually, from a long time, Prabhu is has a throat problem, and still Prabhu is presenting an example of apratihata, that is uninterrupted preaching service Prabhu is doing even amidst all these challenges. So there is a very important lesson we can learn from Prabhu. So now we welcome Prabhu to ICF Forum. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much. And over to you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much. I'm always very happy and grateful to be here among all the wonderful devotees at ICF. Hare Krishna. So before we begin today's session, let us start with a short Mangalacharan and offer our prayers to all the great acharyas. Om Agyantimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutaha Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamshta Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Shri Vishakanvitamshta नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्देशतारिणे वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्णा. Once again, very grateful and very happy to be here among all the wonderful devotees. Am I audible? Is my internet okay?
Yeah, Prabhu, the voice was breaking. Now it's okay.
Now it's okay?
Yeah.
So today we have chosen this topic as Chalo Ayodhya. How many of you all want to go to Ayodhya? Now at least after the temple opening, everyone does. You know, I've been to Ayodhya many times before. And Ayodhya is a place, it was a place where very few people would go. Now after this temple opening, my God, there are like literally lakhs of people coming every day. So Ayodhya is really now the hot topic. Everyone wants to go to Ayodhya. Previously, no one even thought about Ayodhya. Now it's there in everyone's list, Ayodhya Dham. So, so for many of us right now at this point, it may be difficult for us to go. So we thought, let us go to Ayodhya mentally. So sometimes when you are not able to go to a holy place, actually, when you think about the holy place, when you hear about the holy place, that is actually visiting the holy place. Because even if you go to Ayodhya, which I'm sure all of you all will go, I pray to Lord Ram that Lord Ram calls you all very soon to Ayodhya. So even if you all go to Ayodhya, if you all don't know about the significance of the places there, seeing Ayodhya will just be a mere sightseeing basically. So for all of us, the acharyas have taught us, darshan, vision, actually happens through shravan. So real darshan is through the ears. Only when we hear about a holy place, then we can actually appreciate its glory. And Srila Rupa Goswami has given 64 limbs of devotional service. Out of that, 5 are very important. Sadhu Sangh, associating with devotees. Bhagavad Shravan, which all of you are doing, hearing Bhagavatam regularly. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Shri Vigraha Seva, serving the deities of the Lord. Nama Sankirtan, chanting the holy names, which is one of the most important aspects. And the 5th is called Mathura Vas, visiting a holy place. If possible, physically, if not possible, at least mentally, we should be able to visit these holy places on a regular basis. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his bhajan, he explains, Gaura Amara Jesabasthane, Karolo Brahmana Range, Sesabasthana Heribo Ami, Pranayi Bhakta Sange. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, this is his desire, that all the places that the Lord has performed pastimes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Krishna, Lord Ram, at least we should have a desire to visit these places. And best is in association of devotees. So everyone likes to travel. Like, this travel bug is there in everyone. Everyone loves to travel. But this land of India is filled with so many holy places connected to the Lord. If you go to these holy places, we'll be so surcharged with devotional service. So let us begin our mental, mansik, virtual parikrama of Shri Ayodhya Dham. Shri Ayodhya Dham ki jai. So before we begin, a small prayer to Lord Ramachandra. You all can repeat this prayer after me. Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunataya Nataya Sitaye Pataye Namaha. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasradama Tatulyam Rama Namo Varaname. So the word Ayodhya, what does the word Ayodhya mean? Ayodhya means a place that can never be conquered. That's the meaning of Ayodhya. The word comes from Yuddha. Ayodhya means, or Ayodhya means, a place that can never be conquered. Why is this place called Ayodhya? Because when Dasharath Maharaj and the all the personalities who established the city of Ayodhya, the security system of Ayodhya was so great that no enemy could conquer it. And the Ramayana also explains that Ayodhya was a place no external enemy could enter Ayodhya, and no internal enemy could also enter. That means all the residents of Ayodhya, their hearts were completely pure. Lust, anger, greed, pride, envy never entered their hearts. This is the city of Ayodhya. So, on an actual historical sense also, so we all know that 500 years ago, King Vikramaditya built a very beautiful temple of Lord Ram in the Ram Janmabhoomi. And then we know Babur came and destroyed the temple. But now you can see 500 years of wait. It's a long wait. But now the temple has come up again. So it shows that a holy place like Ayodhya, any XYZ comes and tries to destroy it, it can never be destroyed. This is the spiritual world. The spiritual world is there forever to stay. And therefore, our dharma is called Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma means the dharma that can never be destroyed. There are n number of personalities like Babur and so many personalities who try to destroy the Sanatan Dharma, try to destroy holy places. But they don't have an understanding that this dharma, the Sanatan Dharma, is there to stay forever. Nothing can destroy this. And that is the opening of the Ayodhya temple signifies this aspect that Ayodhya can never be destroyed. When Lord Ram was there in this land of Ayodhya, so that time we all know that all the citizens of Ayodhya were all devotees of the Lord, except one personality. That was Mantara, who actually poisoned Kaikai later. Rest, everyone were devotees of the Lord. And on the other extreme, you have Lanka. Right? Lanka was a place where everyone is against Lord. Everyone are demons, except one devotee, Vibhishan. So you see the extremes. One end is Ayodhya, where everyone is devotees, except one personality was against Lord Ram, envious of Lord Ram. And in Lanka, you have everyone who is demons except one devotee. Only one devotee, Vibhishan. But in between both Ayodhya and Lanka is a place called Kishkinda, which is the present day Hampi, which exactly falls in between. And in Kishkinda, you have the story of these two brothers, Vali and Sugriv. So Vali, he made Ravan his role model. Ravan became his best friend. He started to follow the footsteps of the Lankavasis. And gradually, Vali's consciousness became exactly like that, against Lord Ram. And you have Sugriva, who made friendship with Hanumanji, and he followed the footsteps of the Ayodhya Vasis. And gradually, Sugriv, even though he was a monkey, he gradually got converted into a devotee of the Lord. So, this theme that we have chosen, Chalo Ayodhya, It's on an external level also that we have to make this pilgrimage to Ayodhya, but on an internal level also, we have to establish our connection with this eternal Ayodhya Dham. And we have to, our desire in life ultimately is to become residents of Ayodhya, to be accepted by Lord Ram as a resident of Ayodhya, Ayodhya Vasi, as a Brajvasi, like that. So the scriptures explain that this abode of Ayodhya was originally established by Vaivaswata Manu, who was a descendant of Swayambhu Manu. So, I mean, we all know that Lord Ram comes in the Surya Kul, Surya Vansha. So Vaivaswata Manu comes from Vivaswan, the sun god, and he establishes Ayodhya Dham. So that means just see the history of the city of Ayodhya. If you calculate it, it's literally lakhs and lakhs of years ago. You can't even estimate. That is how old our history of Bharat is. The civilization of Bharat is actually that old and that ancient. So the Garud Puran explains that Ayodhya is one of the 7 Saptapuris. There are 7 Puris, 7 holy places that the Garud Puran explains. These 7 are, the first is Ayodhya, the second is Mathura, the third is Haridwar, the fourth is Kashi, the fifth is Kanchi, the sixth is Ujjain, and the 7th is Dwarka. These are the 7 Saptapuris, or the lands that give moksha. So Ayodhya in total has, the whole tract of Ayodhya spans 84 kilometers, and there's a pilgrimage of Ayodhya that happens there. And this entire land is actually so pure that Lord Ramchandra personally walked on this land. So these lands, in this land of India, we are so fortunate to touch these holy soils where the Lord and his great devotees are actually perform their pastimes. So Lord Ram, he ruled Ayodhya for 16,000 years. That's only his ruling part. And before that, Vanvas and marriage and all that. So can you imagine, for so many years, Lord Ram has been there in this abode of Ayodhya. It is such a holy place to visit and meditate on. The Skanda Puran explains that Ayodhya is situated on the Sudarshan Chakra of Vishnu. And the shape of Ayodhya is in the shape of a fish, Matsya. So now also in Ayodhya, it is explained that Dasharath Maharaj, the king of Ayodhya, his symbol, a Raja symbol, was a Matsya, fish. That was a Raja symbol, because Ayodhya was in the shape of a fish. So Srila Prabhupada explains in one letter to Satswarup Maharaj that Ayodhya Dham is beyond the material world. Just like Vrindavan is beyond the material world, similarly Ayodhya is beyond the material world. So, after giving a little description of this Dham of Ayodhya, so now we'll try to actually get into the different places, the Tirth Stalis in Ayodhya Dham. Ayodhya Yatra begins with taking bath in Sharayu Nadi. So the river that flows in Ayodhya is called Sharayu Nadi. So Sharayu Nadi is such an holy river, such an holy river. So the pilgrimage of Ayodhya, so as we are doing this Mansik pilgrimage of Ayodhya, so you all can visualize these places and you all can take your dip in this holy water of Sharayu also. So Sharayu Nadi is a very, 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 very holy place, a very, very holy river. There's an interesting story to the origin of Sharayu. It is explained that one time Lord Brahma was doing a lot of austerities. And seeing the austerities of Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu had tears in his eyes. That my devotee is doing so much austerities to me, to achieve me. So when the Lord sees that the devotees are actually working hard, the heart of the Lord also melts and he has tears in his eyes. So Brahmaji preserves that tear of Vishnu in a kamandalu. And he takes that kamandalu to Man Sarovar, which is there in Kailash. So Man Sarovar itself comes from the mind of Brahma. So therefore it's called Man Sarovar. So Brahmaji places that kamandalu, which contains a tear of Vishnu, into Man Sarovar. And it so happens that, as we described, this Ayodhya city was made by Vaivaswata Manu, and the great kings of Surya Vamsha were ruling there. That was their main capital to rule. But it so happened that there was no river in Ayodhya. That time the Sarayu river was not there. So the king sage Vashishta, the Kul Guru of all the kings there, so he told one of the kings of the solar dynasty that, for us to do any yagya homa, there has to be a river here. So please do arrange to bring a river here. So one of the kings of the solar dynasty, Surya Vansha, he shoots an arrow to Mansarovar and it makes a hole into that Kamandalu. And the tear of Vishnu follows that arrow and comes to Ayodhya. So therefore, this river is called Sharayu because it followed the path of the arrow. So this Sharayu river is so holy, just like Ganga comes from the Vishnu. So Sharayu is the tear of Vishnu. Can you imagine how holy this river is? And the river has become all the more holier because Lord Ram, every day he would go and take bath in Sharayu Nadi. Lord Ram would actually go and take bath. And it explained that Sharayu Nadi, especially in the winters, it gets so cold. Still Lord Ram would go and take bath. So Sharayu Nadi has unlimited glories. The Skanda Puran mentions, the Ayodhya Mahatmai section of the Skanda Puran mentions certain glories of Sharayu Nadi. So I'm just reading this. Please hear this attentively, how holy Sharayu Nadi is. So it says, Sharayu Nadi gives unlimited satisfaction to the ancestors, Pitra. If you perform Shraddha ceremony to the Pitras here, you get more merit than that is obtained by doing that in Gaya. Generally, Shraddha is generally performed in Gaya because Vishnu's lotus feet, Vishnupad is there. But here it said that performing Shraddha in Sharayu is more holy than doing Shraddha in Gaya. And if one takes dip in Sharayu Nadi, one gets the result of staying in Kashi for 1000 Manvantars. What is one Manvantar? One Manvantar is 71 Yuga cycles. 71 Divya Yuga, Satya, Treta, Dwapar, Kali. Into 71 is one Manvantar. Such thousands of Manvantars, if you stay in Kashi, you get that benefit just by taking a dip in Sharayu Nadi. That is how holy Sharayu Nadi is. It is said, the result of staying in Mathura for a kalpa is just attained by visiting Sharayu river once. The result of visiting Pushkar, Prayag in the months of Kartik, Magh is obtained by having darshan of Sharayu river once. And it is said that seeing Sharayu Nadi is equal to staying in Avanti, Ujjain for thousands and crores of kalpa. This is how holy Sharayu Nadi is. And it is said that Sharayu Nadi is actually Lord Ram himself. So we will hear the story later that Lord Ram, when he winds up his pastime, Lord Ram actually enters into Sharayu Nadi. He becomes one with the water of Sharayu Nadi. So Sharayu Nadi is actually Brahman only. It is Lord Ram only. And it is explained that anyone who takes bath in Sharayu Nadi gets all his material karma has gone away and he gets divine qualities, that Lord Ram embodies. Right? So these are some of the glories of Sharayu Nadi. It's a very, very holy place. So we begin the Ayodhya Dham Yatra by taking bath in Sharayu Nadi. So the next place that is generally gone after taking bath in Sharayu Nadi is a place called Hanuman Garhi. So this is also a very interesting. Hanuman Garhi is the place of Hanumanji. So you are visiting Ayodhya, which is the abode of Lord Ram, but you don't go to have darshan of Lord Ram first. You first have darshan of Hanumanji. And this is a very important principle, which is the principle of our Gaudiya Vaishnav Siddhanta. Yasya prasadhat bhagavat prasado, yasya prasada nagati kutopi. Without the mercy of devotee, you can't get the mercy of the Lord. Without the mercy of a devotee, you can't even enter into a dham of the Lord. Lord Ram will not be happy. We just celebrated Nityanand Trayodashi. So we all know this pastime. Heno Nitai Bine Bhai Radha Krishna Paite Nai. Without the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu Adi Guru, impossible to get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna. So this is a very important principle in our tradition. So similarly, the Yatra of Ayodhya Dham begins with going to Hanuman Gari. In fact, the Ayodhya Vasis, according to the local resonance there, the king of Ayodhya is Hanumanji. And actually, Now, though things have changed, but before this Ram Mandir, the new temple, you will find more crowd in Hanuman temple than even in the Ram Janmabhoomi. So people have a lot of love and respect for Hanumanji. So it is explained that when Lord Ram established the city of Ayodhya, and even after Lord Ram went back to the spiritual world, he told Hanumanji to sit there and guard the entire city. So Hanumanji still sits there and guards the city. So Hanuman Gari is on a slight hillock. Gari actually means a hillock. So Hanumanji is sitting there on the lap of his mother, Anjana, very beautiful deity. And devotees go and have blessings of Hanumanji to enter into this holy abode of Ayodhya Dham. In this Hanuman Gari is a Vijay Stambha, victory pillar. That is explained. It is explained that Hanumanji bought this victory pillar from Lanka after conquering Ravan and then established it in Ayodhya. So this is the glory of Hanuman Gari. The next very beautiful place that devotees visit in Ayodhya Dham is a temple called Shri Kale Ram Mandir. It's next to the Sharayu Nadi. Very beautiful deity. One Shaligram Shila, which has the entire family of Lord Ram. Lord Ram, Sita Maya, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrugna, all of them in one Shaligram Shila. Very beautiful. Very beautiful darshan. So it is actually explained that in the original Ram temple, before Babur destroyed it, in that temple, they say that this deity was worshipped there. And when Babur attacked the temple, and the temple was getting destroyed, the Pujari took the Shaligram Shila and threw it in the Sharayu river and went away. And for years, the Shaligram Shila was lying in the Sharayu Nadi. And many years later, one Maharashtrian Brahman had a dream. And Lord Ram came in his dream and told him, my deity is there in Sharayu Nadi, please recover the deity. So this Brahman, with the help of the devotees there, he got this deity out. And there was a beautiful temple made right next to the Sharayu Nadi. So devotees can have darshan of this temple, Shri Kale Ram Mandir. In Ayodhya, also a very famous place is called Dasharath Mahal. So this is the palace of Dasharath Maharaj. So definitely it's not the same palace that was there in Treta Yuga because lakhs of years have passed, but the spot is still the same. Very beautiful place. This is where Dasharath Maharaj would stay, and the childhood pastimes of Lord Ram would happen in this place. So this is Dasharath Mahal. So in the darshan of Dasharath Mahal, in the temple there, you will see Dasharath Maharaj along with his 4 sons and his 3 wives. You will see that darshan. And along with that, there are 3 sets of deities of Sita, Ram, Lakshman. One set of deity which is on the left-hand side is Lord Ram, white in color. White in color. So it is explained that this set of deity was established by the king of Janakpur. From where Sita Maya comes from, he established this deity. And it is explained that because Lord Ram, the king of Janakpur had this mood that Lord Ram is the Dula, right? Lord Ram is the bridegroom in Janakpur. So he's like, Lord Ram is white in color, just like a to be married boy is like, completely done with all his makeup and everything. So Lord Ram is like white shining. And there's one more deity of Lord Ram next to this in between. This is Lord Ram as Ayodhya Vasi Ram. The first Ram was Lord Ram getting married in that mood. The next is as the king of Ayodhya. So Lord Ram is little more darkish, the color of Lord Ram. And there's one more deity of Sita Ram, Lakshman, which is on the right-hand side. This is called Vanavasi Ram. And here Lord Ram looks like Krishna, black in color. So probably going to the forest, his color has slightly changed with all the austerities of the forest. So these are 3 deities that you see in Dasharath Mahal. Very beautiful place. Very close to Dasharath Mahal is a place called Kanak Bhavan. Kanak Bhavan is a very beautiful place. It is explained that this Kanak Bhavan was actually the palace of Kaikai. This was Kaikai's palace. And when Lord Ram got married to Sita, and when they came back to Ayodhya, Kaikai gifted her palace to Lord Ram and Sita. Please stay in my palace. And she moved away. So, there's a very important point that Kaikai, actually, she was a great devotee of the Lord. She had great affection for the Lord. In fact, the Ramayana explains that she loved Lord Ram more than even Bharat Maharaj, more than even her son. But somehow, due to association with Mantara, the mind of Kaikai got poisoned. So all of us, like Kaikai, we are all devotees of the Lord, but due to association with material nature, due to trusting the mind, so the scriptures explain the reason we have come in this material world, the reason we are suffering here, the reason the Lord has gone away from our lives is because we have trusted the mind over the sadhus. Kaikai, she didn't hear from Sumantra, who was a great devotee. She didn't hear from Vashishta, who was a great devotee of the Lord. She chose to hear and trust mantra. So therefore, Kaikai completely lost her faith, lost her love for the Lord. So it's a very important lesson for us that, it's very important that we invest our faith and trust in the words of the sadhus, in the words of the scriptures. And then, our love for the Lord will remain very, very intact. So Kaikai gave this mahal to Lord Ram, and Sita and Lord Ram lived in this palace as their own palace. Right? So it's a very, very important place. There are two sets of deities here of Sita Ram, very beautiful deities. In fact, in one of the inscriptions of the temple, it says that this temple 5,000 years ago was renovated by Lord Krishna himself. So Lord Krishna came and renovated this place a little also. So it's a very important place. I told you all about Charayu Nadi. And the next, definitely one of the most important places now and always has been the Ram Janmabhoomi, the birthplace of Ram Lalla, right? Baby Lord Ram, the birthplace. So, I mean, for those devotees who have been to Ayodhya before and who will go now, you all can understand what the emotions are. Lord Ram, for all these years after the destruction of the temple, Lord Ram has been worshipped in a makeshift temple. So basically, it's like you're entering India-Pakistan border with all securities, and checking you, and you go inside, and so much security forces, barbed wires, everything. And now, not now, previously you would see one small, patre ka ghar in which the small deities of Ram is there. I mean, it was such a painful scene for so many devotees. And so many devotees for all these years have been praying and praying for the Lord to come, for this temple to come. And finally, we see this temple come. No wonder 22nd Jan is going to be one of the historical days in this land of India. It's a day that's going to be celebrated probably even more than Ram Navami. Such an holy day. You could make out the energies and the mood of people all over India. I don't think so any other event has united India on such a level. No other event. So it shows that this is also a very important principle. This event itself shows that the only thing that can unite us is mission of the Lord and giving pleasure to the Lord. This is actual unity. So if you just do this one thing, you will see the energy that is coming up in the entire nation and the entire world. So it's a very historical event and a day for everyone. And after this, now when you go and see Ayodhya, you will see Ayodhya and its great glory. Ayodhya was already glorious, but we couldn't see that. Now it's manifest to our external vision also. So I told you all that 500 years ago, Babur destroyed this temple, which was built by Maharaj Vikramaditya. And now you can see this huge temple coming up and this beautiful deity of Lord Ram, Ram Lalla, beautiful deity. And there are so many pictures, practically that day, 22nd Jan, everyone's status, only that picture was there of Lord Ram. Very beautiful deity, Lord Ram in a childhood form. So that's a very important place to visit. So actually, Ram Janmabhoomi, that place is actually considered to be the palace of Mother Kaushalya. That place is the palace of Mother Kaushalya, where Lord Ram took his birth, because he was born in the palace of Kaushalya. So that is the place there. Right? And then another very important place, very close to Ayodhya, is a place called Nandigram. Anyone here who's online has visited Ayodhya? Anyone visited Ayodhya?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, yes, many times.
So very close to Ayodhya is a place called Nandigram. So Nandigram is basically around 22 kilometers away from Ayodhya. So Nandigram, it's actually on the outskirts of Ayodhya. So Nandigram is the place where Lord Bharat Maharaj stayed for 14 years during the exile of Lord Ram. I mean, this is a long story, but to cut it short, we all know that when Lord Ram was exiled to the forest, Bharat was not around, because if Bharat was there, he wouldn't have allowed this to happen. But anyway, Bharat was not there. He was there in his grandfather's place, Kaikeyi Desh. So this whole episode happened. Lord Ram is sent to the forest. Sita Maiya, Lakshman also go. And Vashishta sends a message to Bharat, please come. There is some urgent business for you in Ayodhya. So when Bharat comes back, he's so pained to see that the Ayodhya has actually become like a ghost city. No festivals, everyone is crying, the animals are crying. So Bharat comes to know from his mother that she has sent Lord Ram to the forest. And Kaikeyi was expecting that Bharat will be happy and he'll sit on the throne. But Bharat was not at all interested. So Bharat, he told all the ministers and all the citizens, we will go on a yatra. Today's topic is Chalo Ayodhya. We all want to go to Ayodhya. Bharat had another yatra. So he told all the devotees, Chalo Chitrakoot. Let's go to Chitrakoot. Because Ayodhya means where Lord Ram is. Wherever Lord Ram is, that itself is Ayodhya. Right? So he said, let's go to Chitrakoot. That's where Lord Ram is. We don't want to stay in this physical place, Ayodhya. Now Ayodhya is no longer Ayodhya for us. Lord Ram only is not here. What is the point? So he takes the entire citizens. He makes highways, through forests, and he reaches Chitrakoot. And in fact, he takes the entire paraphernalia to coronate Lord Ram as the king there only in Chitrakoot, and then bring him as a king. So when he goes there, Chitrakoot is another holy place. We can describe some other time all the places there. So when he goes there, he meets Lord Ram. He tells Lord Ram, please come back. Lord Ram is not ready. So there is a fight between these two brothers. So these kinds of fights, if it happens in Kali Yuga, this is the best thing. So both the brothers are telling each other, you be the king, you be the king. No one is interested. Finally, Lord Ram says, you have to listen to me. I am the elder. You have to listen to me. Just go back to Ayodhya and become the king. Bharat says, no, I cannot become the king. I can't even become a king in the dream. You are only the king. I am eternally your servant. So from Chitrakoot Dham, Bharat Maharaj brings the Paduka of Lord Ram to Ayodhya, and he makes the Paduka sit on the throne of the king of Ayodhya. Right? He coronates the Paduka. And where does Bharat stay? Bharat doesn't even stay in Ayodhya. He stays in this place called Nandigram, which is the outskirt of Ayodhya. That's where he stays. Because Bharat felt, if my elder brother, if Lord Ram is not staying in the city for 14 years, he's not going to enter the city, I will not enter myself. So he doesn't take any of the facilities. In fact, in Nandigram, Bharat Maharaj, he himself wears the forest robes, the deer skin he himself wears. There's a place in Nandigram where he mats his hair and he decides, I will exactly do what Lord Ram is doing 14 years. So this is what Bharat Maharaj did all the 14 years. Right? And in fact, it is explained that if you go to Nandigram, a few places in Nandigram is a place called Bharat Kund, where Bharat Maharaj would often take his bath. There's a place called Bharat Gufa. It's a small cave. In fact, something interesting is, just 2 days ago, one of the pujaris in Bharat Gufa, just 2 days ago, he was doing a video call to us and showing us the Bharat Gufa there. So Bharat Maharaj would stay under a cave there, below the ground. The mood of Bharat was, if Lord Ram is sleeping on the ground, I am his servant, I can't sleep on his level. He dug a hole, and that's where he would stay. And for 14 years, the only thing Bharat ate was barley soaked in cow urine. This is the only thing Bharat ate for all the 14 years. Because he was thinking, if Lord Ram is not eating anything opulent, I also will not eat. He followed this for 14 years. And it is explained that Bharat was so humble, and he took the whole, even though it was not his fault, Bharat was feeling that it is because of me Lord Ram has gone to the forest. It's because of me. He was cursing himself every day. So every day at 2:33 a.m. in the morning, he would get up, go to Sharayu Nadi, take bath and come. So people would ask him, to take bath in a river also, you take bath from after 4:35 a.m. You don't take bath 2:33 in the morning. It's not considered the right time. So Bharat's mood was, if I go to take bath, in the morning 5 a.m. or something, when people are around, if anyone sees me, their day will be spoiled because I'm a big sinner. I've done great offense to Lord Ram. So Bharat would go and take bath at such a time when no one would see him. He didn't want anyone to see him and become part of the offense. This was the humility of Bharat Maharaj. For 14 years, Bharat did this austerity. And something interesting was, all these 14 years, Bharat did all the austerities, didn't take any facility, but simultaneously he carried out the administration of Ayodhya from Nandigram. Every day he would go and report to the Paduka of Lord Ram what is the progress of Ayodhya city, everything. He would go and report to the Paduka of Lord Ram. And it is explained that when Lord Ram comes back after 14 years, the treasury of Ayodhya had increased 10 times more. That was how efficient Bharat Maharaj was. Generally in this world, people want position. People want all the facilities that the position gives, but they don't want to take the responsibility. But Bharat Maharaj took all the responsibilities, but he was not bothered about any of the facilities. So this was the service of Bharat Maharaj. So, Bharat Maharaj is such a great personality. In fact, Lord Ram, when he comes back from Lanka to Nandigram, before he goes to Ayodhya, Lord Ram says that this Nandigram is more holy than Ayodhya Dham. In fact, the Pujari from Nandigram who was doing this video call, he was telling us that even if you come to Ayodhya and you don't get darshan of Lord Ram in the new temple, which in all probability can happen, because now there are lakhs of people there. So this Pujari was saying that just coming to Nandigram, one will get the benefit of doing Ayodhya Parikrama. But if you do Ayodhya Parikrama and don't come to Nandigram, you don't get the benefit. Because Nandigram is considered to be more holy than Ayodhya Dham. So Lord Ram personally had great love and affection for Bharat Maharaj. And this is Bharat. Nandigram is also the place where Hanumanji meets Bharat. So there's a temple called Hanuman Bharat Milap. It's a beautiful temple where Bharat Maharaj and Hanumanji are meeting each other. So this is also very beautiful pastime. So when Bharat was coming from Chitrakoot back to Nandigram and Ayodhya, Bharat Maharaj told Lord Ram that I will wait exactly for 14 years. I will not wait one day more. If you don't come between 14 years, even if you take one day extra, I will die. So what happens was, when Lord Ram kills Ravan, and then he takes the Pushpak Viman and he's coming back to Ayodhya on that Pushpak Viman. So they stop in Hampi because Sita Maiya had a desire. So when Lord Ram, goes on this Pushpak Viman, they take all the monkeys also along. Lakhs and crores of monkeys also climb the Pushpak Viman. Because Lord Ram was thinking that all these monkeys have helped me, how can I go alone? So Lord Ram is so grateful to even all these monkeys. He takes all of them to Ayodhya. So when the Pushpak Viman reaches Kishkinda, Sita Maiya, see, Lord Ram is magnanimous, he wants to take the monkeys. But Sita Maiya is more magnanimous. So Sita Maiya is telling Lord Ram, the monkeys have helped, but the wives of the monkeys have also sacrificed so much. All the husbands could have died. The wives are sacrificed so much. So we have to take the wives also along. So crores of ladies in Kishkinda, they are all getting dressed up to get in the Pushpak Viman. So there was some time that was going. So Lord Ram told Hanumanji, you please go ahead and give Bharat the message in Nandigram that I am coming. So it is explained that when Hanumanji reaches Nandigram, time had already passed and Bharat Maharaj had already put a noose around his neck, about to commit suicide. So that time Hanumanji chants the Ramayana and then he gives assurance to Bharat Maharaj. And in fact, Lord Ram also tells Hanumanji, please go and test Bharat. Now 14 years he's been ruling Ayodhya. Go and tell Bharat Ram is coming. And look into the eyes of Bharat. If you feel that Bharat is not happy even to the slightest, I will not come to Ayodhya only. I will just stay back here. So Lord Ram wanted to test Bharat. Right? So in our lives also, before the Lord enters, the Lord sends his devotees, the Guru, to test us whether actually we are sincere or not. We want Ram or we want the facilities, the resources of the Lord. Bharat Maharaj, that time and every time in his life, he chose Ram over the resources of Lord Ram. And therefore, Bharat Maharaj is very glorious. So this place of Nandigram is a very, very holy place. Now devotees go and have darshan of Bharat Maharaj and pray to Bharat Maharaj to give a drop of his humility, or the drop of his devotion, that he has to Lord Ram. There is also another place in Ayodhya called Makhoda Dham. This is the place where Dasharath Maharaj did the Putra Kameshti Yajna. So we all know that Dasharath Maharaj does this Putra Kameshti Yajna along with the sage called Rishi Shringa. And Lord Ram is, the 4 children appear there. So this place is still there, Makhoda Dham. In fact, it is explained that in those days, when this yajna was done, it was such a huge yajna. There was a pipeline laid from Ayodhya to Makhoda Dham. Makhoda Dham is like 19 kilometers away from Ayodhya. There was a pipeline laid to bring ghee. There was ghee poured in Ayodhya and the ghee would come out here. And it is explained that a part of this pipeline, ghee drain, is still seen in Makhoda Dham. Hare Krishna. So this is the opulence of Lord Ram. There is another very holy place called Lakshman Khila. So Lakshman Khila is the place where Lakshmanji ends his pastime and enters into the spiritual world. So it's a long story, but to make it short, the story is like this: that one time, after Lord Ram ruled this world for 16,000 years, Lord Ram also was thinking that it's time for me to go back, because Sita Maya had already gone. Sita Maya entered into the earth. So Lord Ram was anyway feeling a lot of separation from Sita Maya. And in due course of time, his 3 mothers also departed from this world. So Lord Ram was anyway getting detached. So one time, Lord Brahma sends Kal in the form of a Brahmana with a message that, my dear Lord, all your leelas are over. What we prayed for, you have achieved. Ravan is killed. You have shown what Ram Raj is. If you show desire, you can wind up your pastime. Like this, Brahmaji sends a messenger. And he comes in the form of a Brahmana. So when he comes to meet Lord Ram, he meets Lakshman on the way. And, Lakshman takes him to Lord Ram. And this messenger tells Lord Ram, this is a very private discussion. No one should hear this. If anyone comes to interrupt a discussion, you should immediately, cut off your relationship with him and give him up, abandon him. So Lord Ram says, okay. He tells Lakshman, you only guard, send the security away. So Lakshman guards the door. And the discussion between this Kal in the form of a Brahman and Lord Ram is going. He's conveying the message of Lord Brahma to Lord Ram. So that time, Durvasa Muni happens to come there. And Durvasa Muni meets Lakshman on the door. And he tells Lakshman, I want to meet Ram immediately. So Lakshman says, Durvasa, you don't have so much important meeting is going on. Durvasa says nothing. I want to meet him now. I won't meet him now. I will curse Ram, Lakshman, and the entire Ayodhya Nagari. What do you want? So Lakshman says, what can you do? So Lakshman interrupts the meeting of Lord Ram and tells Lord Ram that Durvasa Muni has come. So Lord Ram comes out, meets Durvasa Muni, and you know what Durvasa Muni asked Lord Ram? Durvasa Muni asked Lord Ram, I am hungry, give me prasad. For this, he wanted to meet Lord Ram. He could have told Lakshman also this. But anyway, the pastime of the Lord is, when something is bound to happen, it has to happen. So Lord Ram feeds Durvasa Muni nicely. And then he comes back inside. And Kal communicates his entire message. Lord Ram also agrees that I will wind up my pastime. Now Lord Ram is thinking, what to do? Lakshman has interrupted our talk. I have to abandon Lakshman. And Lord Ram is feeling so much pain. Someone who sacrificed so much for Lord Ram. So much for Lord Ram. Lakshman never had a personal life at all. His entire life was for Lord Ram. And now Lord Ram has to give him the result of all his years of service. Get out of Ayodhya. I don't want to see your face. This is what Lord Ram has to tell him. Actually, Lord Ram is saying, how can I say this? So Lakshman, understanding the situation of Lord Ram, he comes inside and tells Lord Ram, don't worry, just follow it. So Lord Ram rejects Lakshman. He abandons Lakshman. Lakshman immediately leaves Ayodhya and comes to this place called Lakshman Khila. And from there he enters into the spiritual world. So this is Lakshman Khila, very holy place. There's also a place called Dasharath Samadhi. which is 14 kilometers away from Ayodhya, on the outskirts. Very beautiful place. So we all know that after Lord Ram went to the forest for 14 years, he left. Dasharath couldn't live only. I mean, Dasharath's entire life was for Lord Ram. So even though he didn't want to send, Dasharath was bound to the promise to Kaikeyi, and Dasharath was completely in a mess, confused. So when Lord Ram went away, Dasharath was just crying, Ram, 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 continuously. And slowly his body, started to emaciate, and very soon he just died in separation from Lord Ram. And then when Bharat Maharaj comes back, Bharat Maharaj performs the Samadhi of Dasharath. This place is very close to, it's on the bank of Sarayu Nadi. For almost like 12, 13 days, he does the final rites of Dasharath. And the Samadhi of Dasharath is still there for devotees to go and take blessings from. So it is explained that Samadhis of great souls, these great souls still live there, for those who can actually connect. So we all know that Srila Prabhupada stayed in Radha Damodar temple next to the Samadhi Mandir of Srila Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and Prabhupada would pray to Rupa Goswami. And actually, he could establish that connection. So I'd recently gone to Vrindavan, Radha Damodar temple, so there's Prabhupada letter there. So Prabhupada says that these personalities still live in the Samadhi Mandir. For those who can offer sincere prayers, one can actually feel the presence of these personalities. So the Samadhi of Dasharath is there for devotees to offer prayers to. And there's also another place which is called Guptar Ghat. Guptar Ghat is the place where Lord Ram ended his pastime. Ram abandoned Lakshman, and Lakshman goes and ends this pastime. After that, Lord Ram was completely detached now. I mean, now Sita Maiya is not there, now the mothers are not there, now Lakshman is not there. How can Lord Ram continue his pastime without Lakshman? So Lord Ram decided it's time for me now. In fact, he told Bharat, you be the king. Bharat said, no, not then, not now. So Bharat, every time he was giving this proposal, he rejected it. He said, I will always be with you. So Lord Ram makes love and push the king of Ayodhya. He divides Ayodhya into two parts. Kaushala Desh makes love and push the king, and Lord Ram just walks away. He doesn't even look who's following him or not. So Lord Ram, at this point, he's showing the principle of detachment, vairagya. Right? So in life, all of us have to come to a certain point where you have to walk away and go. One of Prabhupada's very senior disciple, Mahavishnu Swami Goswami Maharaj, he explains, very interesting, please listen to this. He says that better to leave when everyone is crying and asking you why you are leaving. Better to leave when everyone is crying and asking you why you are leaving, rather than to leave when everyone says, when are you leaving? You understanding? So you shouldn't wait till a point when people say, "Arey, kab nikal raha baba? Humko bhi chance do. Kab tak baitha rahega?" Never wait till that point. Better leave at the right time. So Gita, Bhagavatam, Ramayana shows Lord Ram showed the art of living, and he also showed the art of leaving. Right time, walk out. So Lord Ram just walked out, and he comes to this place called Guptar Ghat. So when Lord Ram walked, he didn't look who's following or not, but Bharat, Shatrugna followed, their families followed, all the citizens of Ayodhya. In fact, it's explained that all the animals of Ayodhya also followed. And Lord Ram enters into Sarayu Nadi, and everyone, all the Ayodhya Vasis enter into Sarayu Nadi and go back to Saket Damya, the original Ayodhya. So in Guptar Ghat, there's a very beautiful deity of Lord Ram called Saket Bihari. Saket refers to the spiritual world actually. Right? So from there, Lord Ram went to the spiritual world. So it's a very divine place, a very serene place, a very grave place. So if you still go there, you can find a lot of gravity in that place. Right? It's a very grave place to meditate on. So this is Guptar Ghat. There's another place called Mani Parvat. So it is explained that when Sita Maiya was in Janakpur is basically in Nepal, Sita Maiya's favorite spot in Janakpur was a hill called Mani Parvat. It's a hill made of manis. Sita's favorite location. So when she got married, she bought that Parvat also to Ayodhya. She transferred that whole hill to Ayodhya. So this place is still there, Mani. For those devotees who actually search can find the real money, may find money is there. But the real money is bhakti to Sita Devi, to Lord Ram. So very beautiful place. It is explained that Sita Maiya, even in Ayodhya, she would regularly visit this place. And very close to Mani Parvat is Sita Kund, where Sita Maiya would take her bath every day. Lord Ram would take his bath in Sharayu. Sita Maiya would take her bath every day in Sita Kund, which is a very, very holy place. So these are some of the places. There is another place very close to, very next to the Kaleram Mandir, next to Sharayu Nadi, is a temple called Nageshwar Nath, Shivji. So the story of Nageshwar Nath is like this. So one time Kush, Lord Ram's one son, Kush, when he became the king, Kush Maharaj, he went to Sharayu Nadi to take his bath and he lost his kada, his the thing that he wears on his hand, that wrist, what do you call for kada? That wrist, iron thing on the wrist. Kadau, he lost that basically on the Sharayu Nadi. So he told Sharayu Nadi, please give my kadau. Sharayu Nadi said, I don't have it. There's one Naga Kanya. There's one girl, Naga girl, she has taken it. So Kush went and asked that Naga Kanya, give me that kadau. She said, no, I'll not give. So Kush goes to the father of Naga Kanya and says, I want that kadau. The father also says, I'll not give. So Kush becomes so angry, he decides to destroy all the Nagas. These guys are not listening to me, I will destroy all of them. All the Nagas pray to Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva comes and tells Kush, Arey Baba, don't do like this. You are son of Lord Ram, don't get angry. So Lord Shiva says, see, you want that kadau. That girl, Nagakanya, also wants that kadau. So best is you get married to that Nagakanya. So Kush gets married to that Nagakanya. So he gets a kadau also, he gets a wife also. And both Kush and this Nagakanya establish a deity of Shiva called Nageshwar Nath, whose darshan devotees can have now. There are many places like this. I'm just touching upon few of the places. There's a place called Shravan Gram. So this is the place where Dasharath Maharaj, you all know the story, killed the parents of Shravan Kumar. The invalid parents, and then Shravan, finally he cursed Dasharath. In fact, the parents of Shravan cursed Dasharath that because just like we are dying in separation from our son, you will also die in separation from your son. So this pastime where it happens, this place is still there. There's a place called Rishishringa Ashram. So we all know that Rishishringa, who actually came to perform the Putra Kameshti Yagya, and because of whom the 4 sons were born, the ashram of Rishishringa is there. There's a place called Gaya Ash. There's a village. So it is explained that this is the village where Lord Ram slept for the first night outside Ayodhya while he was going to the forest, 14 years. This is where he slept. So there's a very beautiful pastime connected to Gaya Ash. So when Lord Ram was going to the forest for 14 years, Sumantra was driving Ram, Sita Maiya, Lakshman on the rath of Dasharath. And all the people of Ayodhya were just following Lord Ram. Lord Ram was telling them, don't come, don't come. No one followed Lord Ram. This one instruction they didn't follow. They were just following Lord Ram. So, and Lord Ram was seeing elderly Brahmanas are also following him. So Lord Ram gets down from his chariot and walks along with the chariot. So they come to a village called Gaya Ash, which is on the outskirts of Ayodhya. And it became evening time, night time. Lord Ram tells Mantra, let us stop here, let us rest here for the night. So all the Lord Ram sleeps, Lakshman, Sita Maiya, and all the residents of Ayodhya go to sleep. In just some time, Lord Ram wakes Sumantra and tells him, let us go. Sumantra tells, Ari, what will happen to all the people? Lord Ram says, don't bother, just start the chariot, take it away. So Sumantra starts the chariot. Lord Ram tells Sumantra, drive the chariot in such a way that the chariot should go away from Ayodhya, but it should appear that the chariot has gone towards Ayodhya. The wheels of the chariot, the mark of the chariot wheels on the ground should be towards Ayodhya. So Sumantra was an expert chariot driver. He drove the chariot in such a way that the wheels, the marks were towards Ayodhya, but the chariot moved away. So next day morning, everyone got up. They're searching Ram. Ram is not there only. Ram is gone. They became like mad. Where is Ram? Where is Ram? And someone found the chariot wheels going towards Ayodhya. They all came running towards Ayodhya. And when they reached Ayodhya, they came to know that Ram is not there. Lord Ram has cheated all the Ayodhya Vasis. So Srila Prabhupada in one place in the Bhagavatam first canto explains, great people cheat for a great cause. Lord Ram externally cheated here, but the cause was divine. He didn't want the Ayodhya Vasis to suffer. So therefore this village is called Gaya Ash. This is where their Asha left them. So this place is there. There's a place called Surya Kund. Very beautiful place. The government of UP has made this into a very beautiful, very scenic place, Surya Kund. So it is explained that because Lord Ram was born in the Surya Vansha, to celebrate the birth of Lord Ram, Surya Dev actually comes to Ayodhya. Surya actually comes. And he was so mesmerized by the beauty of Lord Ram and Ayodhya. For 1 month, Surya stayed in Ayodhya. And all the Brahma and all the demigods were thinking, Arey, Surya is not there only 1 month. So they came to and told Surya Dev, please resume your services. If you get too engrossed in Ram Bhakti, Seva will not go on. So this place where Surya comes and stays, and this place is called Surya Kund. There's also another story that when Lord Ram was going to Vanvas, he was worried that who will take care of the kingdom. So that time he prays to Surya, and Surya empowers the Mukut of the king of Ayodhya. And Surya Dev tells, wherever this Mukut is, through the power of this Mukut, the Ayodhya will get ruled. So when Bharat Maharaj installed the footprint of the Paduka of Lord Ram on the Asan, along with that the Mukut also was there. So both the Mukut and the Paduka of Lord Ram was ruling Ayodhya. Like this, these are some of the places in Ayodhya Dham. Actually, there is something else also. There are something called 7 Vishnu temples in Ayodhya. This is called Sapta Hari. So it is said that in every place, there is an Adhishtan Devata. Like in Kashi, Narayan is the Adhishtan Devata. There are 16 Keshavas, like Bindu Madhav, Adi Keshav. There are 16 Keshav deities in Kashi. Similarly, in Ayodhya, even before Lord Ram, there have been 7 Sapta Haris, 7 Hari Vishnu temples. The name of these Vishnu temples are, Vishnu deities are Vishnu Hari, Chakra Hari, Gupta Hari, Dharma Hari, Chandra Hari, Bilva Hari, and Punya Hari. Some of these deities are there, some are not there. So there are small interesting stories connected to all. Chandra Hari, it is explained that the Surya, the moon god, even though Lord Ram appeared in the sun dynasty, the moon god also was attracted to Lord Ram. So he comes to Ayodhya and he visits Ayodhya city, and he fell in love with Ayodhya city. So he established a deity of Vishnu with his name as the prefix. So this deity is called Chandra Hari. You can have darshan of this deity. And there's a deity called Dharma Hari. So it is explained that Dharmaraj, Yamaraj basically, he comes to Ayodhya. So in these holy places, the jurisdiction of Yamaraj is not there. Anyone who leaves their body in these places, doesn't go to the abode of Yamaraj. So Yamaraj comes on a pilgrimage to Ayodhya. He says, I'm fed up with all the management of giving judgment to people. Let me go on Ayodhya. Chalo Ayodhya. So he went on this pilgrimage to Ayodhya. And he was so impressed seeing the divine experience of Ayodhya. He didn't go back only. He started to dance, chant. He forgot all his business as a judge there and sending someone to hell, heaven. So Vishnu became very pleased on Yamaraj and asked him, ask for any boon. So Yamaraj said, please, I want to have a deity here of yourself with my name as the prefix. So this deity became known as, Vishnu deity became known as Dharma Hari. There's another temple called Vishnu Hari. Now this deity you can't have darshan of. So some of the deities have disappeared in time. So Vishnu Hari, basically, there was a Brahmana called Vishnu Sharma. He comes on a pilgrimage to Ayodhya and he also falls in love with Ayodhya Dham. Lord Vishnu shows his form sitting on a Garuda with Chanka Chakra, Gada like that. And Vishnu Sharma only wanted devotion to the Lord. But the Lord said, there'll be a deity here with your name as the prefix. So this deity is known as Vishnu Hari. And then there are 2 deities, Chakra Hari, Gupta Hari. Both these deities are combined into one Vishnu form. This darshan you can have in Guptar Ghat. So it is explained that one time, the Skanda Puran explains, Lord Vishnu comes here secretly to pray so that the demigods can defeat the demons and get Swarga. So because Lord Vishnu prays here secretly, this deity became known as Gupta Hari. And when Lord Vishnu came here, his chakra fell from his hand fell into the abode of Ayodhya. And because his chakra fell there, he's also called Chakrahari. So these two deities are in one deity. Like that. And then there is a deity called Bilvahari. This is next to the Samadhi Mandir of Dasharath Maharaj and Punyahari. So detailed story of these deities are not known so much. So these are like seven Saptaharis in Ayodhya. So in essence, this is like some of the most holy places of Ayodhya. So we can all meditate on this holy abode of Ayodhya Dham. And as you were discussing at the beginning, we can all pray to Lord Ram that one time he can actually give us physical entrance into Ayodhya to go and see all the beautiful places and have darshan of beautiful Ram Lalla deity in the new temple. And also, eventually, we can pray to Lord Ram that after this life, we can actually get entrance into the real Ayodhya, real Vrindavan, like that. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhu. So please accept our sincere gratitude, Prabhu, on behalf of ICF and all the devotees for sharing your vast knowledge on Ayodhya Dham, not only Ayodhya Dham, about the Ramayana as well, because you have told us so many stories related to the Dham and related to the places. So it was indeed a very engaging session, Prabhu. So thanks so much. I would like to get your permission, Prabhu, that there is a question answer session for next 10 minutes. Will that be okay for you, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, Anita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanur Pranams Prabhuji. What a fantabulous session on this Ramayana. The topic of Chalo Ayodhya is really very amazing that you took us very nice virtual tour to Ayodhya. So it was like I'm saying I was visualizing like how it has happened, and this epic of Ramayana is the one which never it gives a new thought every time when we listen. It's from my childhood. When I was in my childhood, my grandfather used to have so many cassettes of this Ramayana, and every day we used to see. So it's like that. So this is never ending. That's what I wanted to say. Each
Even
time
my
we
childhood
hear
has been like that.
Ramayana, it's like something, some bliss is there when we hear Ramayana. So more than Krishna, it's Rama. The Lord Ramayana is like from Treta Yuga. This avatar is there, which gives us so much bliss. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for bringing us that bliss once again. And my question is like, you were saying that the abandon of Lord Lakshman. So when he went inside, I didn't understand that. For what he went inside and who were talking with Ram?
Who's that, Lakshman?
Yeah.
You're asking about Lakshman, na?
Yes.
How does he wind up his pastime?
Yeah.
I think the Ramayana just explains that at this point of Lakshman Kila, Lakshman just enters into the spiritual world. With the same body, he enters into the spiritual world. He just leaves.
Yeah. No, Prabhuji. Actually, my question was like how did Ram banish Lakshman? So on what basis he banished? I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, so the point was, see, there was one Brahmana, Kal, basically death in the form of a Brahmana. Kal, not death exactly, you can say time in the form of a Brahmana who comes to meet Lord Ram. And the condition he had was anyone who would interrupt their discussion, Lord Ram had to abandon all connections with him. So Lakshman happens to interrupt their conversation because Durvasa had come in between.
Okay.
Because Lakshman interrupted, Lord Ram had to, sever his connection with Lakshman. That's how it happens.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. I forgot. I mean, it's like I didn't listen that Kal. So who is that Kal Brahmana? Is there any pastime for that Brahmana, or is just for this?
He's the messenger of Brahma. He's the messenger of Brahma.
Okay.
Basically, it's simple. See, Lord Ram comes in this world because Lord Brahma and all the demigods prayed. And when Lord Ram wants to wind up also, he waits for that message to come. So Lord Brahma again conveys that message. My dear Lord, I called you. Now I'm also telling you that you please wind up. Actually, there's a similar pastime in Chaitanya.
Yeah, similar even in Krishna Avatar, right? I think even last, I remember means I heard in some lecture, Prabhuji.
Hmm.
So that Lord Brahma comes and he says to Krishna to wind up the pastime, and that's how
Yeah,
Krishna
I think so. Yes.
takes.
Yeah. Even in Chaitanya Leela, we
Mhm.
all know that Advaita Acharya prayed to the Lord to appear as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yeah.
So after Mahaprabhu's pastimes and everything in Jagannath Puri, Advaita Acharya sends one message, coded message to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he tells Mahaprabhu, it's a coded message no one could understand, but Mahaprabhu could understand. So Advaita Acharya sends a message which says, you have come to sell a commodity of rice. Now the commodity is everywhere. Everyone has purchased it. There is no more demand. Now you can shut your shop down.
Hari
Like-
bol. Very, very good
Chaitanya
hidden
Mahaprabhu
message. And
understands
who is the
Advaita.
messenger in that pastime, Prabhuji? Who is the messenger?
I think he sends it through some devotee's hand who is coming from Navadvip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for this extra information. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Medhavni Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Danat Pranams. Thank you so much. Mataji said it all, so I don't want to, I just, in the interest of time, I'm directly going into the question, Prabhu. Prabhuji, I was thinking, you said that Kanak Mahal is, Kaike's palace, and she so much has so much of love for Lord Ram. And she had the good counsel of Sumantra also. So if this is the situation of somebody who is the mother of Lord Ram, that she can also get bewildered and given two suggestions from two different people, she could choose something that could be detrimental to her even maternal love for Ram. So I was just wondering, is this free will or misuse of free will, or at that stage, or is it just a lesson for all of us that if this is the situation for Lord Ram's mother, then what is it? And that throws open a very very scary proposition, at least for a very neophyte devotee like me, that if this is a situation of Mother Kaikeyi, then what is the situation for us? Can free will be so bad? And even after having pure love, one can stoop down to such a level. So what is the hope for us, Prabhu? Can you just explain on that?
Yeah, there is a lot of hope also, but simultaneously these pastimes are to tell us that one has to be careful about association with non-devotees. Srila Rupa Goswami again and again mentions in his Nectar of Instruction twice, Achyut Sangatyag. One should give up association of non-devotees.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, your voice is breaking.
Your voice is breaking, Prabhu.
Now is it okay? Is it okay? Am I audible now?
Yes,
Yeah,
now
yes,
it's
Prabhu,
okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
I think we should just wait for 2-3 minutes, then Prabhu means just 2-3 seconds. Then it's
Could
okay.
be, yeah.
Yes, Prabhu, now it was fine. It's fine.
So now is it okay? Now is it okay?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So the point is that one should be straight. So the point is that one should be very careful, right? So it's not to make us scared, but it is to make us careful. Srila Prabhupada would quite often say that, right, that the problem with devotees is that they are not sufficiently scared of Maya. So one should definitely be scared, and one should not have trust in the words of non-devotees. Better to trust Vaishnavas. And you see, the way mantra actually conveyed the whole message was, logically it made a lot of sense to Kaikeyi, right? So the mind convinces us in many ways actually. So therefore, having more trust in the sadhus is something that's very important than trusting our own minds. This is a lesson. Prabhupada would quite often say that spiritual life is walking on the razor's edge. A slight inattention can lead to bleeding. So all these quotations are there. Definitely Mahaprabhu's mission is Kevala Ananda Kanda, simply blissful. But having said that, one should also be a word of caution is also needed. So these pastimes are like that, they put a word of caution that if something could happen to Kaikai, just be careful. Don't be too overconfident that you're there for so long in this movement, you can just take things for granted, and you can just trust anything and anyone. No. So it's better to be careful. So that's the message. Yeah. So if you are in association of devotees, then it can happen. Then it can happen.
But Kaikeyi was in the association of Dasharath Maharaj and Lord Ram himself, isn't it?
Yeah,
At
association
that time.
Yeah. Association doesn't mean physical presence. Association means whom you are revealing your heart to, whom you are trusting. She trusted mantra. So whom are we trusting? That's what is important. Whom are we revealing our heart to? Dadati Pratignati, the principle of that Rupa Goswami is teaching. Are we opening up our hearts and inquiring and taking suggestion from outside people? Are we having more trust in devotees? That's what is the question. So association is not just the physical proximity. Right? Vibhishan was far away in Lanka, but he was in association of Lord Ram. Kaikai was in Ayodhya, but she was just going away from Lord Ram. So it's not the physical proximity, it's whom we trust and whom we have faith in, whose words we have faith in.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. That just reminds me, Prabhupada said, this fly is closest to me, but it is causing me so much trouble. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Very wonderful point. Thank you so much. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu.
Shilpa Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam. Again, taking in consideration the lesser time, Prabhu, I don't have words for what you have explained. So I'll be short with my question direct. Prabhu, I wanted to know the sthali name for the Shaligram Sheela, where the entire Ram family was. Is
Sri
there.
Kale Ram Mandir.
Kale Ram Mandir. Kale.
Kale, yeah.
And also, Prabhu, my question is that I had heard in Gaurang Prabhu's one of the lectures that Bharat Maharaj was hated by entire Ayodhya and all the people of Ayodhya. They all hated him. So my understanding is I didn't understand that if he's worshipping Lord's Padika and not ruling and living an austere life, then why would people hate him?
I think you'll have to question Gaurang Prabhu for this. I wouldn't like to make some comment. He might be having his own
Hare
thoughts.
Krishna Babaji. Hare Krishna Babaji. I heard if I could say something, I heard in another lecture, Prabhuji, one of the acharyas saying that Dasharath Maharaj himself had a lot of misunderstanding. The whole world misunderstood Bharat because
exactly
he was thought to be behind the program that Kaikeyi was part of, and so
probably correct. So many people did misunderstand Bharat, and it's there in the Ramayana that Vashishta starts to, when Bharat goes and meets Kaushalya says, Bharat, now you might be very happy, So everyone is, but when he meets Bharadwaj Muni is testing Bharat. So, but Bharat had to prove himself, and Bharat did prove himself. So the way you could reconcile Gaurang Prabhu's statement is, people of Ayodhya hated Bharat till they actually saw the real Bharat.
Yes,
when they saw the real Bharat and his love, their mood completely changed.
It was so sad to hear that he was not even allowed to touch Dasharath Maharaj's body and give fire to the pyre, isn't it, Prabhuji? That was also said. No, Prabhuji?
No. In fact, it's not that he was not allowed. In fact, Vashishta called Bharat only to do that. And Bharat only did it. Bharat only did it. The final rites of Dasharath, Bharat only did, because Ram and Lakshman were out. The eldest next to Bharat only.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
So Bharat wasn't misunderstood or hated for the entire 14 years, right? It was just
exactly. That's what might be for that particular period, and then all the Ayodhya Vasis had great respect for Bharat. I mean, how can one say that one will love Lord Ram and not love Bharat? How is it possible? It's not at all possible. It's not at all possible. Lord Ram would never have been happy like that. In fact, when Bharat comes to Chitrakoot, so Bharat, he introduces Kaikeyi because all the personalities had come there along with him. Even Kaikeyi had gone to Chitrakoot. By then she had transformed. Just for that some time her mind got spoiled, but immediately she transformed. So when she went there, Bharat said, "This cruel mother of mine, she is the cause." Lord Ram said, "Don't speak this again. If you speak anything harshly against Kaikai, I will not look at your face again." So Lord Ram, what to speak of? Lord Ram didn't even tolerate disrespect to Kaikai after she did what she did. How will Lord Ram be happy with the Ayodhya Vasis if they disrespected someone like Bharat? It's not at all possible. It might have been for a short period, which I think might have been cleared and clarified a little later.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Suma Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Prabhuji, Dandavat pranams to you, Prabhuji, and very fortunate to have your association, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, my question is that, Prabhuji, in Gita, Bhagavad Gita, we study that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And my question is that, Prabhuji, is there anything in Ramayana written like that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? And I just wanted to know, is there any distinction between, yes, Prabhuji, is there any distinction between Ram and Krishna, or both the same? When you asked the first question in the class, we all wanted to go to Ayodhya. I never had that desire, Prabhuji. So I was feeling very guilty because I'm not having any attachment or any attraction towards Lord Ram. So I just wanted to know, Prabhuji.
Yeah, this is a question that definitely a lot of devotees have, especially in ISKCON, after we understand the Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. So is Krishna and Ram the same? I would say yes and no. Definitely the same, but the moods are different. The sense of intimacy is different, which our acharyas have explained in detail, Rupa Goswami and all these great acharyas. So Lord Ram definitely was the Supreme Person of Godhead, but he is not considered to be the avatari. Krishna is considered to be the avatari. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is considered to be the avatari, because Lord Ram, his leelas was still on the platform. A lot of Aishwarya involved in the leelas. So you'll not, definitely Sita Maya had Madhurya Ras towards Lord Ram, but the Madhurya Ras was not that much that the gopis and Srimati Radharani showed towards Lord Krishna. There was Sakya Ras in Ramayana, but not to what Krishna displayed. So therefore Krishna Leela and Krishna's pastimes are considered to be the supermost. There is no mention of Lord Ram's Bal Leela so much. Krishna's Bal Leela is elaborate. There is so much mention. Yeah. So definitely, according to our scriptures, Krishna is the avatari. There's a verse in Brahma Samhita. You all know this verse. Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan Nana Vataram Akarod Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Paramapumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. This is Brahmaji speaking. Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan. Rama, Narasimha, and all the other avatars of the Lord, they are Kala. And who is the actual Swayam Bhagavan? Krishna. And again, you have the Bhagavatam, first canto. I think this is the third chapter, where scheduled incarnations, the list of all the avatars are there, and mention of Ram, mention of Krishna. And after the entire list, there's this verse, it says, Ete cha amshakala pumsa Krishna stu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is that original personality of Godhead, and all others are the Amsha and Kala. So that's our Gaudiya Vaishnava understanding. But having said that, we don't look down upon the devotees of Lord Ram, nothing like that. See, in Mahaprabhu's pastimes, you have the example of Murari Gupta. See, one has to understand this whole thing in a mature way, how you have to handle it and how you have to deal with people of different faiths, different faiths and different avatars of the Lord. In Mahaprabhu's Leela, Murari Gupta is Hanumanji who comes as Murari Gupta. And Mahaprabhu had a lot of love for Murari Gupta. So one time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells Murari, why don't you worship Krishna? Krishna is the Supreme Person of Godhead. So Murari actually goes and tries. So the next day he comes and tells Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I tried, but I can just only chant the name of Lord Ram. There's nothing else that comes from my mouth. So Mahaprabhu became very happy and he said, you are Hanumanji. Your loyalty to Lord Ram is commendable. Please continue on. Similarly, you have the younger brother of Rupa and Sanatan, Anupam, who was a great devotee of Lord Ram. And Mahaprabhu and Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami encouraged him on his path. So definitely, the spiritual world has unlimited lokas, unlimited planets, and everyone has their own ishta, own devata, the own form of the Lord whom someone is attached to. Someone may be attached to Narasimha Dev, someone may be attached to someone else. So there's this story that one time Krishna was in Dwarka and Krishna tells Garuda, please go and call Hanumanji. So Garuda goes flying and he tells Hanumanji, Krishna is calling you. And Garuda comes back, Hanumanji didn't come only. So Krishna says, where is Hanuman? Garuda said, I told, he's not come. So Krishna said, what did you tell him? I told him Krishna is calling, that's why he didn't come. So Krishna tells Garudaji, go and tell Hanuman, Ram is calling. So Garuda goes and tells Hanumanji, Ram is calling. Before he reached Dwarka, Hanumanji reached there. And Krishna became Ram to give darshan to Hanumanji.
Hare
So,
Krishna,
this is
Prabhuji.
kind of
I'm
problem.
sorry, Prabhuji, but I'm sorry to interrupt you in between, Prabhuji, because
Hare Krishna. Suma Mataji, can
I'm
we
s-
take one more question because there is
I'm
only
sorry,
two.
ma'am. Hare Krishna.
Ah,
Yes,
Mataji, sorry, so sorry. But there are already I can see so many hands raised up, but I can only ask Prashanti Mataji last question. Prashanti Mataji, please ask quickly.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam. It's such a wonderful class, Prabhuji. Grateful to you. Prabhuji, in the story of Ramayana, we never hear anything about Shatrughna. So, are there no pastimes about Shatrughna, Prabhuji?
Yeah,
And
very nice question. Very nice question. So Shatrughna, basically, there is only one pastime that is known very clearly, that Shatrughna kills an asur called Lavanasur, who was in Mathura. Right? This is the only one pastime elaborately known of Shatrughna. Because Shatrughna, he remained a servant of Bharat. You know what the word Shatrughna means? Shatrughna means one who is killed his enemy, one who is expert in killing enemies. But as I told you, in the entire life of Shatrughna, Shatrughna killed only one enemy, Lavanasur. Why is he called Shatrughna? Because Shatrughna's enemy was Lord Ram's beauty. So that means Shatrughna wanted to serve Lord Ram, but he kept pushing the desire down in order to serve the devotee of Lord Ram, Bharat. So Shatrughna is showing a very important principle. More important than service to Lord Ram is service to the devotees of the Lord. So he remained eternally a servant of Bharat Maharaj, as an assistant to Bharat Maharaj. So that's in essence is the life of Shatrughna, which is also a very important principle. It's a very important principle that everyone wants to go closer to the Lord. Lakshman was closer to the Lord. Shatrughna chose to remain a servant of Bharat and assist Bharat in a service to Lord. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, one last. So, about Durvas Muni Prabhuji, Durvas Muni Manthara. So, when we hear the stories about them, they show the negative character, Prabhuji. So, but are they acting that way because of will of the God, or to actually continue what has to be happened?
Yeah, it's all the understandings are perfectly correct. Definitely, it's the will of the Lord. Durvasa Muni comes. Definitely, the will of the Lord. That in fact, when mantra enters, the Ramayana says Yadrichaya. The demigod sent actually mantra there. So this understanding is also there. Even though we criticize mantra, but actually it's explained in Ramayana that some understanding of Ramayana is that mantra was sent by the demigods. Because if Lord Ram is in Ayodhya always, how will he go and kill Ravan? He has to move out of Ayodhya. So mantra starts that process. So this understanding is there, and therefore Lord Ram, in his own life, he never criticized anyone. This is a very important principle. So I think let's end with this note. Lord Ram never criticized anyone. He never criticized Kaikai because he was thinking that because of Kaikai, I have got so many friends in my life. If I was in Ayodhya, my friendship would have been very limited. Because of Kaikai, I have a friend like Sugriv. I've got like a wonderful devotee like Hanumanji. I've got a friend like Vibhishan. So Lord Ram saw it in a positive way. And Durvasa Muni, Lord Ram could have been very unhappy at Durvasa. Durvasa, because of you, I'm losing my brother. Lord Ram didn't do it. Said when something has to come, it comes. So Lord Ram is that's why people all over the world, 22nd Jan, they have been celebrating Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Ram. Why? Lord Ram has shown all these great qualities. Whatever has come in his life, he has seen in a positive way. He has shown us how we have to see everything as an opportunity to come closer to God. And that's what life is about. Everything that comes in our life, the Lord is arranging certain things so that we can come actually closer to him, advance in spiritual life.
So
Hare
why
Krishna.
exactly, Prabhuji, one minute. Can I?
Yes.
Prashanti Mataji, Hare Krishna. Mataji, I'm so sorry. I know there are other hands raised up, but I'm really sorry to all of you, and sincerely, because it's 11:02 already, and you people know that we have to start another session, and Prabhu also has to go, because Prabhu is a very, we all know that Prabhu has a busy schedule. So many thanks to you, Prabhu. Thanks a lot. We hope to welcome you to our forum sometime soon and hear from you Bhagavatam, Ramayan. We always want to take more knowledge from you, Prabhu, whether it is Ramayan or it is Srimad Bhagavatam. So thanks again.
Mataji,
Prabhu.
one
Thank you
request.
very much.
We want next time also Ramayan only from Prabhuji. So
From
I
the
think
Hari,
it's
Hari.
it has not
Hari,
ended.
Hari.
So I
Of
think
course,
Prabhuji
yeah.
can continue. And
Yeah,
we
sure.
also have so many queries to ask to Prabhuji.
Yes,
Sure.
Prabhuji,
So
we have
in that case,
questions.
one more
Okay.
session.
So much,
Fine.
Prabhuji. Thank you so
Yeah,
much from
thank
bottom
you.
of the heart.
Pancha
Thank you.
kalpitarubhyascha
Kripasindhubhyeva cha
Patinamantarubhyascha
Patitaramantarabhavanebho Vaishnavebhyo
Namo
Namo
Vaishnav
Namaha.
Guru, Ananta Kori
Anantakoti
Vaishnav Vrinda
Vaishnava
ki
Vrinda ki
jai,
jai,
Srila
Srila
Prabhupada
Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat
Hare Krishna,
pranam
Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Thank you so
Just
much,
Gopal
Prabhu.
Thank you
Prabhuji.
so much.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat
Glory to you, Prabhuji. Hare
Shall I end the session, Prabhu?
Make time for us,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Thank you
One
very
more
much,
class.
Prabhuji.
One more class, Prabhuji. One more class.
Thank you for